Hey there, Patriots. This is True Outlaw Patriot coming at you with another one. This video clip that I'm about to show you was put out by Black Conservative 24 on YouTube. I'm going to leave a link in my description to this video so you can go on his page and show him some love. But it shows a board meeting in Maine where the people of Maine, all right, the taxpayers, the Americans, are upset because Maine either has or they're about to implement giving illegals, okay, housing free and for free for up to 2 years, free rent for up to 2 years to illegal immigrants, okay, at an apartment complex in Maine. So before I play the tape, don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, pass the channel around, give it a thumbs up. If you want to help support the channel, I'll leave a link in my description to my Cash App and PayPal and my merch store. And also, I want to thank all my new subscribers and all my subscribers, both here on YouTube and on Rumble. So I'm going to play this clip and put my thoughts into it. But if anybody's paying attention, once again, here's things that are going on under the radar. Okay, once again, in a blue state where you would think that, you know, the taxpayers have a say-so, the taxpayers would get some help. But these blue states, if they're not allocating money for illegals, they're allocating money for some transgender issue. I mean, it's just so ridiculous what these elected officials are doing. But without further ado, let's get into this and see what's going on. Here we go.
Now, I am opening the public comment period. So, sir, if you would like to speak, that's great. You have 5 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I'm Citizen X. And don't worry where I live, it's Brunswick. First off, one thing that really bothers me is we're worried about the tons of stuff in Brunswick. We have taken our golf courses away, we've taken our bowling alleys away, we have nothing for children. We should be more focused on building stuff for our children in our community to help them out so that our kids have things to do. I mean, you even got rid of Hoyt Cinema. You guys are supposed to be here for the Brunswick citizens. Okay, you're supposed to be working for us. This housing crisis is pathetic. You guys are listening to the state. You have all these houses being built. That's discrimination in my eyes. And I wanted to know if you guys had your lawyer here, because my cousin, my ex-wife, my friend, my black friend, my white friend, my any friend, they have to follow the standards of this. If they want to go to a place in Brunswick, they need 3 years tax returns, first month, last month, Social Security, this, that, and it's a battle. No one can live.
All right, I'm gonna stop right here. And you know what? I totally understand where he's coming from. Okay, back home in the Bronx, in my neighborhood, everybody was wondering how a lot of these illegals coming from the Middle East were able to open up all these businesses. Grocery stores, retail stores, and stuff like that. And people talk, and people get the word out, and the government gives them money, tens of thousands of dollars, okay, tax free, to a lot of these illegals. They help them get all these incentives, okay, and 9 out of 10 times they don't even pay that money back, okay. They wind up signing off the business to somebody else before the 5-year term limit is up, and it changes hands, and next thing you know, that person gets away with it because he claimed bankruptcy, gave it to a family member, they took over, and the government doesn't go after them. And then when it's up to an American citizen looking for a loan like that, you won't get it. When it's up to an American citizen looking for housing, you got to provide all these kinds of proof of employment and your credit line, and in many cases a background check if you're a criminal or not. But yet all these illegals come over and they just keep handing them out, okay, whatever it is that they want, without realizing who they are. It's funny how, like, New York and Chicago and California, all these blue states say, oh, that they're not able to work because they don't have their working papers. So if they're not able to work, how are you going to give these people free housing, or housing period, without giving them any kind of background checks or anything like that, making them jump through hoops like you would to a regular taxpayer? Okay, how are they supposed to pay the rent? And this is why they give it to them rent free. You know, saying that, oh, we're trying to help them out. But what about the people that have been struggling for the past 3 or 4 years? Okay? Lest anybody forget, everything was on lockdown. A lot of people lost jobs. A lot of people lost money because of all these lockdowns. But now these people are going to come here illegally, and you're just going to go and you're going to bail them out right off the bat while holding on to your constituents' tax money that they paid into. And you heard them, they don't have no golf course, they don't have a bowling alley, they took away the movie theater. You're taking away everything that kids can do to pass time, that parents can do with their kids to pass time, that the citizens, you know, pay into so like that they can have in their community to have a pastime. You're taking it away. You're flooding the community with more people, okay? And you're giving them free stuff. And you think that you can just do this without having any kind of backlash, any kind of blowback, and you want your constituents to just eat it and go. But let's continue.
But now you're just going to fill these houses full of people that don't have any of that. They're not even from here. I hate to say it. Half of them are illegal because they came across the border not through the port of entry. And some may be legal. But if they're legal and they got a job and they're paying their taxes and they're paying their bills and they got 3 months of proof of this and that. So what's going on? Am I too white? Is that what it is? And do I work too much? What's the discrimination factor? Where's, like I said in that last meeting, nobody got a hold of me.
Of course not.
Where is my 2 years free stuff?
Exactly.
Seriously, how can we give housing to anybody other than our residents first? And literally the criteria, then you guys, if the Maine Housing Authority doing this, or the state, they need to push it everywhere. None of these people should have to suffer and try to find an apartment building. Fine, no more down payments, no more first month, last month, no nothing.
None of that, exactly.
You don't need to show 3 years of tax returns.
Exactly.
You don't need to show nothing, right? So how is it not discrimination? And honestly, hold on real quick. Last bit of time, so I'm gonna pull this up. Discrimination. The unfair or prejudicial treatment of people and or groups based on characteristics such as race, gender, age, or sexual orientation. You guys know that, right? And I asked your lawyer to be here because I think we should all start lawyering up because this
Exactly.
is pathetic.
Flood the courts with it.
People getting given something that they did not earn from our money while our people suffer. Like, that place should be full of veterans right now. Full of veterans.
Exactly.
Just die on Thomas Plain Beach Road. Without turn. What's going on? Like, seriously, all this is too much. And the town of Brunswick, and all you guys, like I said, not trying to pick on you, but you should be sticking up for us. When the state said this, you guys should be the first line of defense. You should be fighting for us. We elected you, we want you, thank you. But start working on things to help our kids. Stop trying to turn us into the city of Portland. Portland sucks. So, stop it.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it right there because there's not much more after what he spoke. But you know, it's true. You know, they make Americans jump through hoops for any little thing, for any little damn thing. And yet these illegals come, you know, and they wind up giving them whatever it is that, you know, that they want. And let me tell you something. There's a couple of things to this. First of all, they're trying to push out the American. Okay. These leftists, these communists, these socialists that are running things right now, they are trying to change the demographics of this country like there's no tomorrow. They know they can't do it in the red states, okay? So they're just going to implement as much as they can in the blue states and hope that, you know what, if we can push those people out, then we can flood as many illegals as we can in the blue states and hoping that we can win the vote. What they're not understanding that the more people that they're pushing out on their side, they're jumping ship and joining the other side. Okay? It's like in New York, they want to give illegals the right to vote. Same thing in California. Okay? And what it is, at the end of the day, it all comes down to them wanting to retain power and to hold on to it, to gain more constituents, to hold on to power, to screw up America from within, and just destroy the American way of life. Which I'm always saying, and a lot of people saying, America falls, the rest of the world falls. Okay? And people around the world know this. You know, there was a time that, and I do believe that there still are, you know, many, many people on this planet that would love to come to America and be part of it, but they're not letting in those type of people. Who they're letting in are the ones that they want, that will bring chaos from within, so they could keep implementing their agenda. Okay. Now I feel bad for this guy, and you know, and I know some people are going to say, well, you know, you get what you voted for. I get it, you know, and that's the way a lot of people feel. And there are times that I feel the same way, but I also sympathize, like I said before, because Americans are Americans. Okay? And the more I see stories like this, the more of this type of news keeps coming out. In all honesty, it actually gives me a lot more hope that, you know what, that more and more of these Democratic officials are going to be kicked to the curb. And more people will start kicking the Democratic Party to the curb. Okay? Because it's a damn shame that, you know, in a place like Maine, a beautiful state, by the way, okay? If you never visited, especially like Old Orchard Beach, you definitely have to go check it out. Maine is a beautiful place. But when you have, you know, like I'm assuming the place is Brunswick, I think he said. It can't really be a big of a place. But if he's talking about one movie theater, one golf course, one bowling alley, they're not asking for a lot. You know, for their officials to go and take that money that has been allocated, hold on to it, not help their constituents, but yet go and all of a sudden, oh, we got money to, you know, for other people that haven't put anything into the coffers. And this is why so many people in New York are getting so fed up, because you keep telling people in New York when they want, you know, they want a bill passed or they want to get money to do something, we don't have that in the budget. But they have just shown that they have dished out tens of billions of dollars to help our people. And look at the chaos that it has brought. Same thing in Chicago. Okay? And when he came on and said that Portland sucks, look at what's going on in Oregon. All right? They keep pushing and pushing and pushing and hurting people and hurting people's lives and people's livelihoods. And they wonder why. And then if you say anything, you know, you're a racist, you're this, you're that, whatever the case is. And it's like, you know, you people are so damn wicked and evil, you don't care who you burn. You really don't care who you burn. Because in your eyes, it's all about power, control. So now here we go. In Maine, another place fallen because of a leftist ideology. Okay? And one could only hope that the more this keeps happening come election day, that when you look at the map of the United States, and this includes Hawaii, because I have not forgotten about Hawaii, okay, that all you will see is a sea of red all throughout the United States. Because this whole blue agenda, it's not trying to make a joke out of it, but it's definitely giving everybody the blues, in all honesty. I mean, this is just ridiculous for this stuff to just, you know, to keep happening. It's like, it is cheaper for you to just put all these illegals back on a bus, on a plane, or whatever, just send them back and save all your constituents this taxpayer money and help them. Help them with schooling, help them with medical bills, help them with groceries, help them with rent, help them open up business, bring some money back into the neighborhoods. Build tens of billions of dollars that they spend on these illegals in New York. They could have built up the South Bronx. But they won't. They won't do that. Okay? They won't cut taxes, neither will they give tax money back. And this is an agenda that, you know what? It needs to keep being pushed out. Because in their eyes, they need to take over. But what really needs to keep getting pushed out is exposing them on what they're doing. And hats off to this man for speaking up, and I pray that more and more and more people point these people out. Okay? point out their hypocrisy, point out their evil schemes, their wicked ways, because they're not helping anybody, and their intention is not to help anybody anyway. They don't care about Americans any more than they do about the illegals that they're giving out free stuff to. All they care about is their power, what they can hold on to. And hopefully come this November, the red wave that they say never came, even though it did, but they stole once again, that this time it will be a red tsunami from California all the way up to Alaska. All the way around. To let these tyrants know that they are in America. And if either they love it or they can just definitely leave it. Just go. You want to go control the masses? Go to some other country that's going to sit down and just let you do what you want. There's plenty of countries out there that they just specialize in tyranny, communism, socialism. Go join their ranks. Okay? And take every leftist from the country, from this country with you that wants to be a part of that type of society. You want to be a part of the problem? Go do it somewhere else. Don't do it here. We don't want it. From Texas to Florida to New York to Maine, Chicago, even California. People are tired of it. They're tired of it. But like I always say, that the Democrats, they eat themselves. And I hope come this November, it'll show. But anyway, that's what I got for you. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe. Give it a thumbs up. Like I said, I'll leave a link from this video into my description so you could go on Black Conservative 24's channel. Show him some love. Join his channel. He puts out a lot of great content. And let people know what's going on, people. Keep passing this information around and keep exposing these people that are trying to destroy this country. And they don't care what party you're in at this point. They're showing it. They don't care. If they don't care about their own constituents, you know for a fact they don't care about anybody else. So remember, stay vigilant, keep praying, and keep praying for each other, and keep praying for this country. Peace.